That's fuel. How are you going to raise? You've raised about $150,000
That's
at the outset, and do you think about $1 million? I think you told me, maybe a little more. You think you'll raise only from individuals who have a name on the check, as you'd like to say.
That's right. If there's not a name on the check, so reporters like you, Tom, can't see who's giving to my campaign, I don't want that donation. I have to really trust the citizens of D.C. What do they want from my government? I think, especially from my listening tour, that people are very upset about the loss of integrity in government. One of my colleagues is in prison. Another one had to step down for a felony. The mayor, what Patrick Madden's investigation didn't talk about is the $650,000 that went in as a shadow campaign in order to support the current mayor. And what we do know is that it seems like it was primarily provided, funded, raised by someone who had the largest contract with the city. To believe that there's no nexus between corporate investment and politicians, why would they have run a shadow campaign? Now, that was not investigated. All we know is we've turned that over to the U.S. Attorney, but we have learned nothing more about that since it occurred.
Let me ask a philosophical question and a practical question. The philosophical, naive question is, are you expecting that people who give you money, individual donations from citizens, are people who simply would like Tommy Wells to be mayor of this city, and that there are people who don't want anything from you?
Well, I believe that the people giving to my campaign are supporting an agenda. And the agenda is to clean up politics in D.C., to clean up the pay-to-play that's currently going on in our government. I believe that they're giving me money to do that. And I'm asking folks, fund this campaign, and we will stop pay-to-play politics in D.C. That's why I put out a pledge. Take a pledge that you want to end pay-to-play politics in D.C., and I expect
my
that's
second
why they're
question is
funding
about
it.
that pledge, the practical question. What happens if halfway into this campaign, you have only been able to raise half of the $1 million that you say you need, and one or two of your opponents have raised $3 million? They're able to do a lot more buying of television time, a lot more buying of broadcast time, a lot more advertising of their campaigns than you do. Is it possible that you might change
I don't
your
believe
mind?
you can buy I don't think you can buy an office in D.C. I believe that we've got
Well, do you think
sophisticated
you shouldn't
voters.
be able to buy an office?
Well, I think that you can influence, but let's look at the last campaign. Adrian Fenty raised over $5 million, and the guy with the most money didn't win. Go back to John Ray. The guy with the most money didn't win. When Jack Evans ran, look how much he raised for mayor, and how little of the support that he got.